Txstampin Sharon. I am going to show you 3 different ideas on this video about how to make those gift packaging ideas that you're always needing. These are super easy to do. I've got a couple of samples that I'm going to show you, and then we're going to make one together. Let's do it. Okay, so I have 2 sheets of 12 by 12 Tranquil Textures Designer Series paper. You could use cardstock if you wanted to, but come on guys, I know that you are all not using all of the Designer Series paper that you have purchased. So the first thing I want to do, I'm going to switch this over. I am going to cut off 3.5 inches off of my paper. I think I want it to go this way. So we're going to line this up at 3.5. Going to cut both of them like that. And then I want my bag. This is a bag, by the way, that we're making. And I want it to be 11 inches. So when I say you could use a piece of cardstock if you didn't want to use your Designer Series paper, this measures 8.5 by 11. Same size as your cardstock. So on the 3.5 inch piece that I have left over, I'm going to be using it for several things. One is my gift tag, and my gift tag is going to be 3.5 by 7. And then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to cut 2 strips that are 3/4 of an inch. When I tried to do fatter, these are going to be my handles. When I tried to do fatter handles, it just didn't work very well. It didn't want to bend and it looked funny. So 3/4 of an inch it is. So now I really only have just a little bit left over, and I'm thinking, what kind of card can I make? All right, we're done with our cutter. And now I'm going to bring in the Simply Scored. This is the best tool ever. We're going to be scoring on 3 sides. So I'm using the fatter ball on my stylus because sometimes when you're scoring the Designer Series paper using the other end, you could possibly tear it. The first score mark I want to do is 1.5. Then I'm going to turn it. This will be my bottom. So this will be 2 3/4. And then on the other side, I'm going to do 1.5. I'm going to do the same thing on this piece. Make sure everything's going the same. For my little note card, I'm going to score that at 3.5 as well. We're going to move this out of the way. I have my note card, and I'm okay with this inside part. Some of the other bags that I'm going to show you, I didn't like the paper that was here, so I covered it up with cardstock, but I think I'm okay with this one. To decorate this, I cut out a few pieces using the Framelits from the Sea of Textures bundle. The Framelits make these really fun sea plants and all of that kind of stuff. I wasn't quite sure how to adhere things to this piece right here, so I opted for some tear and tape. I felt like it was a strong adhesive and would hold all my pieces well, plus it would stick to this piece. I already put a piece of tear and tape on one side. I removed the backing and then I put another piece, because basically what I'm going to be doing is I am taking my little pieces, actually, and I'm sticking it to that adhesive. And hoping that I left enough to stick to my little, what is that? Seagrass? Waffly looking stuff is what I call it. And now I'm going to use more tear and tape to adhere it to my gift card, gift tag. I'm going to do one more piece right there. I have great plans for this bag, so I really want it to stick together. And all I stamped on there was "You're one of a kind." This bag is going to be more generic. My other bags have other purposes, but this one's going to be more generic. Next, I'm going to add a little bow right here. Super cute. I love it. I love this designer series paper, and I hadn't done much with it, so I'm super glad that that I'm doing this project today. I'm going to turn this piece over, and I'm going to snip up from the bottom on my score line to this other score line. Do the same thing on this one. Then I'm going to fold on all my score lines. And I want to bring my flaps in and apply the adhesive to the part that's going to go on the bottom flap. I'm using tear and tape again because I want this thing to stick together. I do not want it to fall apart. Whoops, look what I did. It needs to be on this side. I love it when I make mistakes. All right, see what I did? I put the adhesive on this side. That's not going to do me any good. I need it to be on this side so that it will hold the bottom of the bag. See, I call myself the queen of boo-boo sometimes, but when I do that, you know, yeah, I'm embarrassed, but I feel like if I'm going to do that, you might do that too. So don't do what I just did. We want to, I'm going to go ahead and add some more on the sides. Okay, so now I'm going to fold this up. I'm going to bring up the bottom. More burnishing. Can you see it starting to form the bag? Woohoo! Y'all don't leave me just yet because I want to show you the other ideas I did. Now on this piece, I want to take and put some tear and tape along the bottom this way, because I don't want my box to come, why do I keep calling it a box? I don't want my bag to come apart at the bottom. We're going to put some more tear and tape along this piece for our sides. If you don't use tear and tape, you need to make sure that your adhesive is only about 1/4 inch, because any wider than that, your adhesive is going to be exposed either on the outside or the inside of the bag. Yay, look at me, I called it a bag instead of a box. I have a box in mind, I guess that's why I keep saying this. Now, because I have this up in the air, I'm going to burnish it with my fingernails. When I was playing with this project, I used the corner of my table. It worked perfect. But if I did that now, I would be off camera. Tear and tape is a great adhesive for this. It is a very sturdy adhesive, and I feel very confident that my bag is not going to fall apart. All right, now we're ready to assemble. So I want to stand these up, and I'm going to place that in, and I'm looking at my bottom to make sure I had it lined up, and then I can do my sides. Actually, that needs to be over just a skosh more. And then we're going to burnish again. Pretty cute, huh? And I love the inside. Isn't that pretty? Most of the designer series papers that Stampin' Up produces, I'm not going to say most, I think all of them are hand-drawn or digitally done. They are all designed with you in mind. I love that idea. More tear and tape. Going to apply the first handle, and I'm just bending it like this, and I'm gonna place one right there and place one right here, so pretty much in the corners. And of course we need to burnish, and then for this one I have a trick. You know me and all my tricks. So basically, I want my handles, let me just do this. I want my handles to be even. So I'm holding this one, and I'm kind of making it kind of taut, just so I can get both handles to be perfect. I feel like depending on what I put in here, these handles would be sturdy. I made 2 of these bags for some stamping friends that I gave their gift to them on the Alaskan cruise. I can't give a store-bought bag to a Stampin' Up! Friend, so I had to make one. By the way, you can change the measurements and adjust this depending on the size of your gift. I'm basically just going to punch for my ribbon. Sorry, I said ribbon, I meant baker's twine. First, I'm going to add some baker's twine to my little hole. I'm gonna tie that off to a little loop. Now I'm going to add the ribbon. I like to leave the ribbon on the bolt so that I can not have too much of a waste. Whoops. I don't think I added enough room for I want to do a bow, so we're going to give it a little bit more slack. Look how cute. I do have some tissue paper. I found I really only need 1 piece since the bag is, you know, it's not huge, but it's a good sized bag. Look how adorable. Isn't that cute? I love the gift tag, don't you? You want to see the other ones I made? Let me show you. So this is the first one I made using the Share What You Love Designer Series paper and stamp set. I was trying to color like the paper, but my markers, my Stampin' Blends, everything was just a little bit darker, so it's not exactly the same. But because I didn't like the Designer Series paper side, I went ahead and cut 2 pieces of Whisper White that were 3.5 by 3.5. I tried leaving it 7 inches, but it really was too stiff there, too thick, I guess, to have it, you know, to score it and have it lay down. Don't you just love that metallic ribbon? So pretty. All right, here's my last one. Christmas, there you go. I used the All Is Bright stamp set and All Is Bright Designer Series paper. Again, I cut 2 pieces of Very Vanilla, 3.5 by 3.5, and just used that beautiful vanilla metallic edge ribbon. So there you go. I have got 3 gift bags ready to go, and I'm super excited. I hope you like these projects, and I hope that you will make some too. If I can help you in any way with your Stampin' Up! Supply needs, please don't hesitate to let me know. Happy stamping, y'all!